Hey, this is Scott. This is section 7.5 we're talking about. We're going to be talking about formulas a little bit today. Um, Really not a lot to talk about in this one because what's going to happen is you're going to be given a bunch of different formulas and you're going to have to solve for the missing variable. The big thing to keep in mind is the way that we've been solving problems and equations all the way up to this point in time. Because that's the exact same thing that you're going to need to do. Instead of maybe working with numbers all the time, you're going to be working more variables and those pieces, but it's the same type idea. Everything still works the same way. Um, let's say, for example, you're working with a formula. There's a formula distance or rate times time equals distance. Our distance formula. Rate times time equals distance. Now, let's say in this case, that's not what I wanted. Let's say in this case, we want to be able to figure out what the rate is. Okay? That's what we're looking for in this problem. We do the same thing as we did if this was all filled in with numbers. To get the r by itself, the rate by itself, we have to divide each side by t. So we have rate equals distance divided by time. So it works exactly the same if you're working with variables as if you're working with numbers with all that too. And that's what you're going to work with. You're going to manipulate a little bit throughout this chapter and be able to put some of these pieces together in there too with all that. So there's a little bit with spreadsheets. I know a lot of you are in OTS, so that shouldn't be too bad for you. And then if you take a look at some of these pieces, it's going to be a rearrange the formulas, plugging those pieces into the formulas to solve those things. Nice thing is, as with everything with math, you can go back and check your answers to make sure that you're doing things correct. So your assignment that you can work on to feel more comfortable with this begins on page 340, and it goes 1 through 50. So you can do as much there as you feel comfortable with, and we can kind of go from there with all that. So this is the end of chapter 7. There is some good pieces in the review over there, and best of luck.